Hey, what's up everyone? Windfall, a new thriller on Netflix just released. So let's review it. And real quick before we jump in, if you enjoy, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as be sure to share your thoughts on Windfall if you have seen it down below in the comments. And this is going to be spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about spoilers if you haven't seen it. And now jumping to the review. So this movie stars Jason Segel, Jesse Plemons, and Lily Collins in kind of like the three lead roles in this film. It's directed by Charlie McDowell. And essentially Jason Segel's character sneaks into a kind of rich guy's house, and then he's kind of looking around when they show up with the rich guy and his wife. And really the story takes off from there as it kind of evolves into this hostage type situation. And this movie's kind of a thriller. It also has like comedic elements. Also is very much like a social commentary type film. And honestly, I just really enjoyed it. I thought this was a great little thriller from Netflix that I just thoroughly enjoyed, and it has a lot to say, and it really packs a lot into 90 minutes. And honestly, I would highly recommend it if you're considering watching this movie, because like I said, I really enjoyed it. For starters, it's very short. It's only 90 minutes long. The runtime flies by. It really holds your attention throughout the film, and I wasn't bored during it. I enjoyed my time with this film. I never once wished I wasn't watching it or something like that, or wished I picked a different movie to watch. I very much enjoyed my time with it. And it's very easy to watch as well. The story's pretty straightforward. It's not hard to follow. And like with the plot, as I mentioned, it's kind of this like hostage type thing. It really escalates the plot in a very natural way where you don't really question it, where like things keep evolving in the plot and the stakes keep amping up, but it progresses very naturally, and you don't really, doesn't feel like it's jumping the gun on anything or like kind of stretching the plot. It really feels natural as the situation gets more and more out of hand, and it really, that really kept my interest throughout the film, as it didn't really drag its feet, as it really just kept moving forward throughout the film. And like I said, it's only 90 minutes, so it moves relatively quickly, so that really worked for me. Also, the acting in this movie is really good. Jason Segel, Lily Collins, and Jesse Plemons are all great in this film. They're all great actors, and they do a great job here, as well as their characters are explored pretty well throughout the film. Mainly Jesse Plemons and Lily Collins' characters are explored really well throughout the film, and you really get to know them really well and kind of get invested in them, not necessarily caring about them, but like you get to understand their characters a little better throughout the film, and I really enjoyed that. And I thought the characters in this movie were done really well. And as I mentioned, there's some clear social commentary in this film, and I honestly thought that was fine. It didn't really feel like preachy or anything like that, like it's specifically trying to push a message. It felt very natural within the story, and it really used it within the story well with the characters and how each character would feel about the situation, mainly about like wealth inequality and things like that. And it really explored that very well in a way that didn't feel like it was just doing it for the sake of, pushing their messages or whatever. It really blended it nicely with the plot, I thought, and it was really effective at times, especially towards the end with its commentary and stuff like that. And I thought that really worked. And like I said, this movie overall, I really had a great time with. It's really well made. The cinematography is really good. It has a nice score throughout. If I was to point out some cons for this film, I thought the ending was a little bit underwhelming compared to the rest of the movie. I did see the ending coming a little bit with how it was going to progress towards what happened. I thought it was a little kind of underwhelming. I thought, at least that was just me. And also, this movie can be very similar to Parasite from 2019. I didn't really notice it during the film, but I watched this movie with my brother, and he pointed out towards the end, and then I immediately recognized there's a lot of similarities between this and Parasite, which could ruin the experience a little. For some people, I think it clearly is inspired by Parasite in many ways. I thought it was very similar. But anyways, that's not a huge negative, just certainly something you might notice that could hurt your experience a little. But anyways, like I said, I really enjoyed Windfall. I thought it was a really great, tiny little thriller on Netflix. It's only really short. It's very easy to watch, and it was just a very enjoyable experience that held my attention and was very entertaining throughout. It really kept me guessing at what was coming next, and that's really all I could ask for. And it also had a lot of actors I like. I really like Jason Segel and Jesse Plemons. They're both great actors, and I like seeing them in this film, and the film really got good performances from them. So I'm going to give Windfall a 4 out of 5 and an 82%. Like I said, a really great film that I really enjoyed, and I highly recommend you check it out. It's on Netflix. So anyways, that's going to do it for my review for Windfall. As always, if you like, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to share your thoughts on the movie down below in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.